Happy February! I thought I would try something different and actually share a video with my newsletter information. So things that have happened and things that are coming up and things that might be really helpful for you to know about. Because there's a lot of trainings that I lead that are super helpful. Some of them are free, and there's a lot of things that might be relevant. And also this is just kind of fun because some people learn in different ways. So you might want to listen in or watch a video versus reading an email. So let's share about it. So I also provided you with a link. It's a public link to my February newsletter. I do this every month, and I've been doing this over a year, where I combine all the things that I've done or that are coming up in the next month, and I put it into one email, and it's kind of long. So if you're over here like, I wish I could do that, if you're someone who wants to also send a newsletter, just a reminder to start small. You might have like 1 or 2 things that you're sharing each month. You don't need 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And sometimes it might even be a better idea to space it out a little bit and not just have one big compiling of a newsletter. But I kind of like it this way, just as a way that I can send one thing once a month to my entire email list. So it's kind of fun. So the first thing I do is share a personal update. And today's was really short. So this month, it's just like a paragraph, maybe less. It's like quick personal update. January's highlights included a New Year's cold plunge. I went back home to Minnesota, to my hometown. No, I didn't go to my hometown, but I got to see family. I actually went for a funeral, but it was good, and it was good to see all the family. I did a 24-hour rowing charity event with Kids Up CrossFit, and I also celebrated 1 year of going to CrossFit, which is kind of cool. So I'm sticking it out and doing it another year because it has been really great. And then I had a couple dental appointments. I got a new crown, and of course the seemingly nonstop sick children. And I shared a photo of me and my 2 boys. So January is over and we're heading into February, and then we get into the yoga and the business updates. And one thing I always share, the first thing I always share in the list of updates, is my morning movement and meditation class is still something that I lead on Zoom every day, well, Monday through Thursday, 4 days a week at 6 a.m. Pacific time. On Thursdays, we actually practice in a chair. So it's a 30-minute gentle practice that is wonderful. So I share that scheduler where you can sign up. It's free or pay what you want, no expectations, anytime. And then right below that, I have information about the membership, the yoga membership, the membership that includes all the replays and bonus materials to that morning movement and meditation class. Inside, you also have a whole library of yoga sculpt videos, so 30-minute workout videos, and a few other resources that could be really helpful. So a lot of people who join that membership are often people who are attending live and just want a way to support. It's $25 a month or $100 for 6 months. So it's just a way to support if you're like, I want to give you something, I've been attending for a long time, but what would that be? So instead of donating to the class, they end up on a membership, which has been really fun. I don't really promote it a whole lot, but I do mention it in my newsletters. And then with that grouping of information, I have the free download for 100 affirmations. Let me grab it for you. This is where I do my morning movement classes. So my 100 affirmations is something that I'm using currently in my morning movement and meditation class. We're on number 52. So 4 days a week, we get through 4 of these, and it's actually taking quite a while. So I've been going in order, and this is the list that you can get if you were to click that button to download the affirmations. You can opt in and get the whole list. It's 4 pages long, and they have simple affirmations that can help you theme your classes or use it for however you want. Journal prompts, give them away, all good. So that's the affirmations list that I have available for you. And then after that, we get into some of the more like business stuff. Last week, I led this really great 1-hour training on the must-have content to put in your online membership. So if you're like, well, I'm a yoga teacher and I want to do what you're doing, or that sounds awesome, where do I even start? Then I shared the content, I shared in the training the content that you should have in your membership and gave you a lot of examples. So in this, I talked about what a membership really is, why most people cancel, how to prevent it, and how to guide members smoothly on their journey so they stay happy and coming back for more. So there's a replay of that. I have the direct link to the replay. You don't have to even sign up. You just go to it. And then below that, I mentioned the membership starter kit, which is something that I created for those who watched the webinar, that training. I gave them a bunch of free resources. So said, here is some resources and examples of what I talked about today. You can download those or access those for free. So you can get the bundle. Again, it's free. Why am I giving all this away? Because it's just because. Don't ask, okay? I give this away because it's really just the start. And with all the free stuff, you're getting the what, you're getting a lot of the examples, but I'm not giving you the full step-by-step and support. So that actually comes in with my membership, my training and coaching programs, which I mentioned as we get down lower in the email. So if you were to watch my other webinar, which is from studio to screen, making the shift to online yoga teaching, you then do get an invite to join my membership. And I also talk about my membership, Ashes Academy. I talk about it in the webinar. I talk about it here too. Some updates. Ashes Academy is my yoga business membership, and it is open right now, currently. In January, we added 9 new people. Welcome Sarah, Susie, Tristan, Pierre, Chrissy, Adele, Louise, and Susan. Lots of S1s, Susans and Sarahs and Susies. So welcome to all of them. And we have a specific focus that we've been focusing on for a couple months. So last month we focused on membership content. This month we're continuing that journey with talking about memberships more and more. So this just gives us something to create a topic in this space. So the membership is open to join. You can join monthly or yearly, and you can check out links on how to do that. And then I also talked about this microphone just because I was so excited about it in January to receive it, because it's tiny. Like, this actually works with my computer, and it's so much smaller, and first it's kind of versatile, but not as much as the others. But it's so much smaller and works so well. It's got a magnet. This is the other microphone. There's 2 of them. You got 2 people talking. There's a magnet, there's a clip to put it on, and then it just plugs right into my computer. So this is the Rode Wireless Micro. This is not a super versatile mic, so that means you can't plug it into a speaker. This one specifically is not going to work with my iPhone because it's a lightning cable, not the USB-C. For that one, I would need this microphone, which is the Rode Micro lightning cable, but it's super compact. Love it. I've been using this for all my presentations and all the things. And I shared in my newsletter that I actually, I forgot to take it off. Actually, I was running late and I had to go pick up my kindergartner from school. So I forgot to unplug anything, and I just left, picked him up, and then brought him to his dad's. And it wasn't until like an hour and a half later where he goes, "I'm taking that, yoink," and he pulled it off my shirt, and I had no idea it was still on. I was like, "Hey, no, I need that. You can't take that." So he just took it from me. No one said it was there. I didn't know it was there. I think it was magnetized somewhere, but it wasn't. No, it was just clipped. But whatever it was, I didn't even notice it was there. It's like so lightweight. I do prefer the black, by the way, just because white is very like in your face. But I have the black as my iPhone one, and the white in the other variation. So there's 2 variations. Anyway, I've been really liking it. That's what I'm using right now. And I share a link to that. And then I've been getting a lot of questions, actually quite a few people asking. I know that sounds like there's probably just one person. No, there's at least 3 or 4 people asking. That means more will ask. If they have to use Offering Tree in order to be in my membership or work with me, because I talk about it a lot. And the answer is no. I use way more than Offering Tree, and I recommend a lot more than Offering Tree as well. But for most people in the stage that they're in when they're getting started and working with me, if you don't have anything yet at all, or any software, I do highly recommend Offering Tree. And some people will look for shortcuts or super free or getting away with not paying anything. I don't recommend that for building an actual business. For a business, there are going to be some overhead costs and there are going to be some things you're paying for. But with what I recommend for getting started, it's less than $100 a month. It's like $80 something a month. and even less because there's a discount code with Offering Tree for 50% off for the first 3 months. So you could build your business for pretty cheap, but it's not going to be free. There are a lot of things that you can do for free, but having some software, some tools that are going to help you is going to save you a lot of frustration and really simplify things for you. So I do recommend Offering Tree, but if you're at a place where you're like, I already have a website, I'm using something else as my scheduling and booking system, I just need a course platform. Well, awesome, I can help you with that too. So I actually use WordPress for my website, Kit for my email list, I use Teachable for my courses, I use Thrive Cards for my payments and sales pages, I use Deadline Funnel, Easy Webinar, what else do I use? I use quite a few things, okay? So Offering Tree, although it's great, I use Offering Tree for my class schedule and my yoga membership, but it's not my entire business. I don't use it for everything. I use it for some things, just like you should use it for some things. Maybe there's other things it's not the best with, or you need something else. That is okay. I work with you to decide on the best things. And it doesn't have to be what I'm using. I might even recommend something like Kajabi or something like Thinkific or ClickFunnels or Lead Pages or something else. A lot of those though come with a higher cost. Like it's much more expensive, which is why I recommend Offering Tree, because it's not. So I do work with Offering Tree as a partner with them, but I don't work for them. They ask me to host some webinars and I'm happy to do so. It's been so much fun working with them. I get to meet with them frequently. They're very receptive and open to feedback and changes. So speaking of, I have to get back to them on a testimonial about working with them, because they asked. And of course, you got to ask for what you want. And so ask for feedback. Right, and it's been very good. So I've loved Offering Tree, but you don't have to use them in order to work with me. In fact, if you use nothing for a while and you're just in my membership for the accountability and the coaching calls and learning about video creation and staying on that side of it, like maybe you want to just work on your YouTube channel, awesome, you can do that. So you get to pick and choose. But it is really good to have some kind of home base where you can send your clients to build your email list and to get them paying you or working with you. Anyway, that was a big thing I wanted to answer. It could be its own question completely. And then I still want to start my podcast very soon. It's been a very busy January, very topsy-turvy, lots of things going on. I think I just have to do it. Even like this could become maybe like a podcast episode, because it's just me talking. I'm not adding any B-roll images. I'm really just talking through what my newsletter is. So that could be, what's coming up. It could be the episode of just the February happenings or the recap. And as always, on the very bottom of my newsletters, I always mention that you can book a discovery call with me. It's $50 for 30 minutes, and I can help direct you to what you need or give you some resources or answer some questions. And then that's it for the newsletter. I would love to add more to it, like shout outs and more. I can make it as big as I want, but I try to keep it manageable so you're able to just simply scroll through and take a peek at things and just be like, am I interested in that? And I add photos to it, and I make sure to optimize the photos so they're small size and not taking up too much space when I send it out. And then I send this email to my entire email list. And I've been doing that once a month for over a year. And I'm going to continue to do so. And I do something similar for my membership members. Every Monday, they get a weekly email, which I'm going to be sending out here soon. And I don't make a video about it because it's really just, here's what happened this past week, here's what's coming up, here's some reminders, here's some links to remember how to get into the course, how to cancel and update payments, and they get that every single Monday. So I'm going to go and update that. We have calls like every week, at least 1 or 2 calls, if not more, that are recorded. And so you can watch them anytime. So now this is becoming like, hey, you should join my membership because it's like the coolest place ever. Well, maybe you should. So if you are working on growing your online business, or you're wanting to take your yoga business or wellness or Pilates business into an online format, not teaching online specifically, but maybe it's building your website or marketing online, then that's what Ash's Academy will teach you. Okay? All right, so that was February happenings, February newsletter. Hope you enjoyed it. Today we've got school that's 2 hours late, so I'm going to be hanging out with my kids for a while this morning, and I hope you go off and have a great day.